the agency is about a collection of highly skilled, very intelligent people trying to prevent certain catastrophes around the world.
They're dealing with world issues and world governments and wars and covert activity.
This group of people are on the front lines of the intelligence work on behalf of the United States of America, but based in London, looking outward toward Europe.
At the center of it, you have a man who starts to weave a really deadly and confusing web because he's having to choose between love and country.
A man risks it all to get what he wants.
The stakes are very high, and it shows that espionage is not all exploding pens and ejector seats and Aston Martins. It's diligent, carefully planned, serious work.
We really want to make it as real as possible and to represent this world as it is. I watched the original French series, The Bureau, and it was a great blueprint for us to work off of.
We were drawn to it because of the original show, which we had all seen. You get all the action and all the stuff that goes with typical spy shows, but this has something really special to it.
When we got the opportunity to do this, and the screenplays were so good that we thought we have something really special, and the cast, it elevates the show to a level that I'm very excited to see.
The world has changed since that original French series. It's using a lot of our present political world, and people will see the resonances of headlines and newsworthy things going on.
The Butterworths are great writers. They've proven themselves as playwright, as film writers and TV writers. What's exciting about this is it's a little different because it is so personal.
Everything that we do, everything that's built around us is born of what's on the page, and what they provided us is a really deep and satisfying reservoir to pull from.
I know how hard this is for you right now. Heart versus job, soul versus duty. You signed up for this.
We all did.
We've got a phenomenal cast.
Michael Fassbender is just an incredible actor. I've been a fan of his for so very long.
My character, Martian, is a knock spy, which is somebody who's just sort of embedded.
We watch, we position, we learn, we vanish. There but not there. Engaging but forgettable. Too far out, you never get what you need. Too close in, you become the target.
I was struggling with the character, just trying to understand exactly who he was at the core. But as soon as I sort of made the decision that he was a sociopath, it brought a lot more clarity to the character and his actions.
Working with Michael has been very exciting. He made it very easy to fall into the habits that a dad and a daughter might have. And with Michael, it's been pretty easy to jump into it. I'm happy you're back. There, I said it.
Samia is a teacher, and she falls in love with a man that she already shouldn't be in love with because she is married. But as love tends to do, it sweeps her away. It was good. What I find to be very interesting about Samia is that she very clearly has her own belief system. She really leads with her heart. Surely you of all people would understand why I want to run away.
Bosco was the head of the CIA in London. I wanted to bring a sense that this guy had been out there and probably damaged quite a bit from his experiences. He's very protective, can be very tough. He's very compassionate also. He understands when his agents are near the precipice, emotionally, psychologically.
Working on set with Richard Gere for the first day is one of those moments where I was like, well, it's Richard Gere doing Richard Gere in front of me, and it's amazing.
Roughly 60% all covert activities in Russia and Ukraine may be compromised. Great morning. Great morning, people.
Henry is a guy who is by the book. What intrigues me about a character such as him is the balance between the moral dilemmas, the allegiance to country and to the agency, and the puzzle that is born of that. It's a complicated space to inhabit.
You were deployed undercover for years. People come back damaged from that. Therefore, we have protocols. For instance, we follow you.
This isn't national security, it's personal.
This is the agency. Nothing is personal.
It's so nice to just be on set and sit back and watch these great actors perform and try and keep up, basically.
You'll find them. Bring them back. Whatever it takes.
Thank you very much.
Joe Wright is a really wonderful storyteller, and he's really compelling as a visualist. There's just wonderful layers to his compositions, which kind of mirror the, the layers within the characters.
Joe's an amazing, proven director who has been making amazing films for decades now.
He comes in with a lot of ideas. He appreciates other people's ideas, and he's able to see how that would work out if he does like your idea. So I think he's a dream.
The scope of the way that we're shooting this is pretty spectacular.
What's exciting about a show like The Agency is that the CIA is operating all over the world. So there's a lot of exciting, beautiful locations and different kinds of people that you're being introduced on this journey.
When I came here to the set the first time and I saw how big it was not exactly what I had imagined. But this is a huge operation here, and floors and floors of a huge building. It's a factory of intelligence, and very high-tech, very modern.
These sets, I think, do so much work for us, and they're also just kind of beautifully constructed and cool to look at. It really all comes together in a way that makes for exciting stuff on screen.
On some of the sets, we have those big volumes.
The volume refers to literally the volume of LEDs that we have surrounding this set, which kind of approaches near the 2,500 panels. It's one of the largest LED walls that's actually been built in Europe for film and television.
So when we're doing these interiors, you're looking out these windows and you're seeing the City of London, you're seeing like what would actually be there if we were out in the real world.
What's unique about the volume compared to more traditional methods around blue screen, green screen, matte paintings, scrims, projections, is that the content is rendered for the perspective of your camera. Everything that's on the wall is meant to work in camera. It gives the illusion that you are seeing these true-to-life vistas of the London skyline. So everything that you see on the wall is the correct distance for what it would be in the real world.
Welcome to sunny old London.
It's huge in scope, locations, countries, characters. I mean, it's big.
There's consequences to every action in the show, and that's what I love. Small to big. That's the sort of ticking clock that keeps you going, what's going to happen next?
You're chewing your fingernails off. And the sense of danger, a guy makes one mistake, falling in love, and a lot of people get in a lot of trouble because of it.
You and me forever.
You and me. We're gonna make something that feels like you haven't seen it before. It's gonna feel different. It's gonna be tremendous, and it's gonna be the kind of show that people talk about the next day.
We all want to know who protects society. What is intelligence? What are spies? What are the boundaries? I think that's all interesting stuff, and we deal with it in every episode of this.
We can tell compelling stories and at the same time entertain.
The ability to have this at Showtime and Paramount Plus, which stands for such a high pedigree, it immediately is an attention grabber.
It's going to be exciting to see each of these characters have their moments and where they lead to. It's going to be a very thrilling series, and it really keeps you on your toes.
Can you keep a secret?